सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पुंसां महापातकनाशकम् महापातकनाशकम्। आदौ रामतपोवनाभिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणं वालीनिर्दलनं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरीदाहनं पश्चात् रावणकुम्भकर्णहननम् एतद्धि रामायणम् एतद्धि रामायणम्। Purajana Gita. Today is the 4th day of celebration. This celebration is in different way. Instead of playing some DJ songs and dancing on Rama's bhajan, this celebration is thinking level celebration, a little bit advanced celebration where intelligent people, they revel in this kind of celebration, where you think about Rama, what he did, what he told, and how should I be imbibing what Rama told. This chintanam continuously goes on. That kind of celebration is this. So as usual, we will chant very beautiful bhajan, and then whatever we saw yesterday, that I will just quickly recap, and then we'll see today's portion. Beautiful bhajan. Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana, Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana, Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana, Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana, Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana, Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana, Adi Narayana Ananta Shayana, Adi Narayana Ananta Shayana, Satchidananda Shri Satyanarayana, Satchidananda Shri Satyanarayana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana, Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana, Raghukula Bhushana Rajiva Lochana, Adi Narayana Ananta Shayana, Satchidananda Shri Satyanarayana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana, Atma Rama Ananda Ramana. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Purajana Gita is the first message of Rama to common man. In this Ramacharita Rama gave teaching to Sita, Lakshmanji, Sita Maiya. Many teachings are there, but to different adhikari. Who is teaching to whom? This is very important. I cannot take up any teaching from any shastra. Is it applicable to me? That I have to see. Rama is talking, teaching, exhorting the common man, people in the society, people in the kingdom. So that is why this teaching is for me. So what Rama did first, I will just recap in 2 minutes. Rama called everybody. He said, you listen to me. I don't have any attachment and I will show you the right path. I will not guide you in the wrong direction. And if you feel whatever I am telling is good, then you can accept it and proceed further. Then he said, I love that devotee who is right to left following me. All orders are obeyed. That sevaka I like. If anything is wrong in this, you can tell me, I will correct myself. Humbleness. Then we saw this body is not easy. Bade bhaga manusha tan pava. And those people who don't work for journey hereafter, they will be sorrowful hereafter also. Then he says, Bhagwan Ramji said, if you give up Paramatma and hold on to materialistic world, then you are exchanging nectar with poison. Another example Bhagwan gave, you are throwing away paras money, parisa, and you are holding on to a stone, a shell, if you gives up Paramatma. Actually, you are Avinashi, indestructible. You are Brahma only. You are Amsha of that Brahma. You are my Amsha. But this Maya is making obstacles in your journey. And because of Maya, Kala, Karma, Swabhava, Guna, these all things are becoming obstacles in your journey. This much he told. But he said, very important point, again we should highlight this, that we get body when Lord Rama, does krupa on us. When Rama thinks Vasant should get body, he will get that body. It is in Lord's hand. No karma, nothing. He is wielder of everything. Who will stop him? Where will you complain? Because he is the boss. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasa sharanam srut prabhava pralayasthanam nidhanam bijam avyayam. I am that controller. So I will decide who will get body and I will give opportunity. Then nice simile came, this body is like boat and that boat wind is like Bhagwan's Krupa is like wind. Then that boatman, Sadguru, captain, Karanadhar is Guru, and then you cross this samsara. That is why we sung today bhajan, Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana. Bhava Bhaya Harana. Bhagwan is the Harta of Bhava Bhaya. Okay. We'll proceed further. And Bhagwan said, difficult things, I will make it very simple for you. Only I can make that. So you surrender me. Okay. Now next is Doha. We will chant 44. Uttarkanda 44 number Doha. जो न तरे भव सागर नर समाज अस पाई सोकृत निंदक मंदमती आत्माहन गति पाई जो परलोक इहा सुख चहु सुनि मम बचन हृदय दृढ़ गहु सुलभ सुखद मार्ग यह भाई भगति मोरी पुराण श्रुति गाई ज्ञान अगम प्रत्यूह अनेका साधन कठिन मम न कहु टेका करत कष्ट बहु पावई को भक्तिहीन मोहि प्रिय नहीं सो भक्ति स्वतंत्र सकल सुख कानी बिनु सतसंग न पावहि प्राणी पुण्य पुंज बिनु मिलहि न संता संत संगति संस्कृति कर अंता पुण्य एक जग महु नहीं दूजा मन क्रम बचन विप्र पद पूजा सानुकूल तेहि पर मुनि देवा जो त्यजि कपटु करई द्विज सेवा औरउ एक गुपूत मत सब ही कहु कर जोरी शंकर भजन बिना नर भगति न पावई मोरी सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। As Rama is addressing to people, a mass, that means all are not equally qualified. Somebody's qualification can be better, somebody's can be greater, somebody's qualification can be mediocre. So Rama thought in different way. First, when he started talking, then he gave little bit knowledge portion. Then he thought there are different kinds of adhikaris, qualifiers in society. I cannot give only jnana yoga, only knowledge part, because just now we saw Jiva Avinashi, Maya, Jiva, Brahma. This is actually knowledge part, where you have to think and you are actually free. You will come to know that I am ever free. I am never bound. This is the phala, fructification of knowledge. So Rama thought in that way. Before that, Jo na tarai bhavasagar, continuing last doha there, Bhagavan said, though a person is equipped with guru, body, and wind means Ishwar Krupa. So man is ready, qualifier is rare, means he is having human birth, human body, which is the means to attain liberation. And then Guru is also there who will guide him, and Ishwara Krupa is also there which will push you in the right direction. If these three things are there and still I am not able to attain moksha in this life, Jo na tarai bhavasagar, Nara Samaj Asapai. Asapai means having all these things. He has all these equipments, all instruments, body, teacher, Ishwar Krupa. Nara Samaj Asapai, Jo na tarai bhavasagar. But still, he can't cross the ocean of mundane existence. So Kruta Nindaka. Now Tulsidas ji in bit furious mood. So Kruta Nindaka. He is worthy of condemnation. If you want to condemn a person in society, find out this kind of designation. Means the person who has everything but still he doesn't attain liberation, you can condemn that person. Means what? Unnecessarily don't condemn people. If something you don't like, it is your mistake or it is your own thinking, you need not condemn that person. Everybody is having their own world, own thinking, own opinion, own way of acting. We cannot condemn anybody, because ninda is another rasa. Everybody likes to contribute some or the other, here or there. You start condemning one person, next person will say, that person is like this. Do you know this? Start. This is called ninda. So we should not condemn, criticize anybody. Ninda means actually backbiting. In front of you they will speak sweet words, but after when you go from there, they will start speaking ill words towards you. So ninda, who is qualified for this ninda? The one who doesn't attain God in spite of having all equipments. Mandamati. What a title here. Dull-witted. Dull. In our daily life, if somebody can't grasp a thing very fastly, if somebody is unable to solve some sums in mathematics, somebody is not very well in reading, we say that person is dull. He is not dull. The person is dull is different. Who doesn't attain God, having all things in their pocket, still he doesn't attain God. And that person is Atmahana Gati Jai. Atmahana means suicider. That person will go where all suicider goes. Nowadays trend is very bad. Last 3-4 months, how many great people they have suicide, attempted suicide, they suicided themselves. Here Bhagavan says, suicide is a big papa. First of all, fix this in your mind. Brahma Hatya, Go Hatya. Brahma Hatya means Brahman Hatya, Go Hatya. This suicide, Atma Hatya, these are big papas, big sins. There is no exemption from this kind of sins. So that person will go to that location, destination where all Atma Hatyare people goes, suicider. He will have that fate of suicider. And actually those who are doing suicide, attempting killing themselves, they should understand, if you kill this body, then you are going to drop this body only. That Sukshma Sharira, subtle body, is going to carry forward in next birth. Problems are not going to go away. You are not solving your problem by quitting yourself. You will face same problem in next body. That is why you should not go for suicide in any condition. There is, world is not going to end. Don't be afraidful, don't be tensed, don't be frustrated, no matter what happens. Our life is so precious. Just one thing is not happening. How can you give up that life? How can you suicide yourself? So never ever do that. This is my request. Any problem can be solved. If problem is there, solutions are there. Solutions definitely are there. So Atmahana Gati Jai. This Atmahana is actually from Upanishad. Our Isha, if you see this structure, I will come to that. But this Atma Hatyara, Atmahana, this title is also given in our Upanishad. It is said, tamste pratyabhigachanti yeke atmajano atmahano janaha. Okay. Asurya namate lokaha andaf tamasa vrutaha. So that those people who don't go for knowledge, karma also, they go to this Asurya Nam Loka, very dark world. And these people are tamste pratyabhigachanti yeke chatma hano janaha. And these people are also, they have killed the Atma. Atma Tattvam they have killed. Means what? They have lost the opportunity. So same way, if you don't attain Paramatma in this life, you have lost the best opportunity and you are the biggest loser in this world. Our Upanishad says, if you realize here, then great. Mahati vinashti, it is your biggest loss if you don't realize Paramatma in this body, verily in this world. Okay? It is a Mundaka Shruti, I think, which says, Iha cheda vedi ata satyam asti, data satyam asti. Iha chedi means if you don't realize, mahati vinashti. Avedit mahati vinashti. If you don't realize God here itself, you have, biggest loss, biggest damage in your life. Atma han gati jai, and that person will go to that location, destination where all self-killer people goes. Okay, theek hai. Then Rama understood there are different types of adhikari in society. He saw all people, they are just watching like this. What Rama is telling, not getting anything, no facial expression, no posture on no gesture on anybody's face. Rama thought that knowledge is not actually going in their head. Knowledge is not sinking in. Then Rama thought, let us now give bhakti part. Okay? Then we sang today this. Jo par lok iha sukha chahu. Then Rama started tempting. Okay, if you want sukham here, all people in the society, audience, they say, yes, we want this sukham. If you want sukham hereafter, half of the people drop down. Because nobody believes that there could be some other world other than this. So some people said, yes, we want that sukham which I will be enjoying in other world also. Some people they say, means no expression. Other world, paraloka, I don't understand this. Okay, but Rama started talking. Jav paraloka iha sukha chahu. Suni mama bachana. You all listen to me if you want sukham here and hereafter. And don't just listen. Rudaya druda gahahu, and imbibe my all words in your heart. Internalize those words. Naneshwar Maharaj also says in 9th chapter in the very beginning that if you want sukham, tari avdhan ekale dije, je sarva sukhashi patra hoije. He pratyudnottar maje ugad aika. Mauli says, if you want sarva sukham, avadhan, you listen to my words. Because listening is the best way to acquire knowledge, to assimilate knowledge. Hearing words are the highest pramana. Shabda is the best means to gather knowledge. That is why most of the time Shravanam is the means of knowledge. Bhagavan said you listen to my words if you want sukham here and hereafter. And don't just listen, imbibe those words in your heart, internalize them, follow them, implement them in your life. So how would you justify that paraloka is there? Question. Because I don't believe there could be some another world than this mrityu loka. Yeah, I can believe that Mangal Graha is there, many Jupiter, all planets are there. I don't see them, but scientifically they are proved. Okay. how would you believe that there is some paraloka? So generally, general rule is, whatever karma you do, that karma will have result for sure. Whatever karma you do, that karma will have its result. Karma doesn't end without giving karma phala. So karma is there, karma phala you will get. So now you can understand, there are some karma where we do here and we get result in this, on this earth or in this body only. There are some karma of which we get result in different body. If I do bad karma in this body, I will get result in dog's body. So this can be this can happen. Same body, same result, one possibility. One karma in different body, possibility is there. And sanctified or sublimate karma, sublime karma or pious karma, and their result you will not get here, because this world is giving very what we say, basic result. Not too much joy is there in those result, but you have done a great karma, very pious karma, meritorious act you have done. So that karma is not, karma phala is not possible in this world. Okay, so you will get that result in different world, because already I told a yuktivad that karma is there, karma phala will be there. So there are some karmas, pious karmas, spiritual acts where you won't get karma here, you will have karma phala in different, not here in this world. So you can now understand, by doing different kind of karma, divine act, you can get result in divine world. So that is why Rama is saying, if you want result here and hereafter, please listen to my words and don't just listen. You create some space in your heart, or otherwise you write down those words on your heart. Don't forget them. Drudaya druda gahahu. And Rama is telling, because he understood, earlier I told knowledge part, Jiva Avinashi, Maya, Firata Sada Fera, all people were like this. What is happening? Then Rama told, Sulabha, Sukhad, Maragayah Bhai. This, what I am going to tell you now, is not like the earlier path, like Jnana Marga. It is Sulabha, very easy. It is a joyous path, Sulabha, Sukhad. If you go on some path, it is Sulabha, but problems will be there. You will not find any hotel on that problem. Road is very nice, Sulabha, but no hotels, no staying arrangement, no lodges, nothing. Some paths are there, road is very bad, but you will get all hotels, food, you can stay somewhere, you can enjoy with nature. These things are there. But roads are also good, and all amenities on that road is also good. All services are good. You will find very rare such roads. If you see, Mumbai-Pune highway is like that. Very nice, smooth road, and at the same time, you have all amenities around you. So, Sulabha Sukhada, whatever I am going to tell you now, it is Sulabha, very easy. Sukhada, very joyful. Yaha Marag Bhai, this path is very straightforward. Bhagati Mori Purana Shruti Gai. And what is that Marga? Bhagavan is saying, Bhakti is that Marga. So earlier part was Jnana Kanda, now this is Bhakti Kanda, Upasana Kanda. Bhagavan told, my Bhakti is very Sulabha and Sukhad, very joyous and very easy. But is this Bhakti approved by Shruti and Puranas? Bhagavan tells, yes, Purana, Shruti, Mori Bhagati Gai. My devotion is approved by Purana and Shruti. So Purana and Shruti, these are our best part of Hinduism. Shruti, Smruti and Purana. These three things are there: Shruti, Smruti, and Purana. Shruti means Veda. Whatever our Rishi, they meditated, they did austerity, and then they received some knowledge from the higher source. They did not create that, they did not write it, that knowledge. It is not their own knowledge, because if you read or if you chant Vedas, you will understand this is not ordinary words. Simple mantra also. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Gun Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvannotibhiseda sadhanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. If you listen this, my voice is not that good, but you will understand this is not the ordinary words of a man. This is directly that source, that energy, that Chaitanya's Spurana. This is manifestation of Chaitanya in word form. That is called Shruti. Shruti means that which is heard. I heard in meditation. Our Rishi heard in meditation. It is called actually revelation. Okay. Purana means Pura api navam. Pura means most ancient and still it is new. Aha, काय definition? Pura api navam, most ancient yet new. The stories in Bhagavatam, stories in Ramayanam, stories in Mahabharatam, they are old story. But every time you listen to that story, there is new teaching and new joy every time. You must experience this. Okay. So Purana and Shruti, they have stamped, they have approved my bhakti. They have enjoined this bhakti also to people. And Smruti means like Lord Bhagwan's word. Gita is Smruti. We have 40 Smrutis as per my knowledge. Many Smrutis are there. Yajnavalkya Smruti, Parashar Smruti, Manu Smruti. Right now Manu Smruti is more applicable. I know you will have doubts on these all, so I won't elaborate this. But Manu Smruti is Pramanam. I take that Manu Smruti as Pramanam. We can see our own thinking. So Shruti, Smruti and Purana, both Pramanam, sites, both means of knowledge, they are presented here. Means bhakti is not the brainchild of some person. It is enjoined by Vedas, Puranas and Smruti. Means we should do bhakti according to Vedas, Puranas and Smrutis. We need not start, this is called bhakti. No, bhakti sutras are there by Narad Muni. Many things about bhakti. Whole darshanam is there. Darshanam means whole section bhakti. So if you want sukham here and hereafter, listen to my words. Don't just listen, imbibe them in your heart. And devotion to me is actually enjoined by Shruti and Purana. Is it difficult? It is very easy and it is very joyous path also. Okay. Then what about Rama is again emphasizing, I understood by seeing your face that knowledge is difficult. Now Bhagwan is actually doing ninda of knowledge to praise bhakti. Okay. Actually knowledge is not inferior or bhakti is not superior. Bhakti, knowledge, they are dependent to each other actually speaking. But here bhakti prakaranam is going on, that is why knowledge is being criticized. Very clear. Bhagwan says Jnana agama. This knowledge is agama. Pratyuhu aneka. There are many obstacles in this knowledge. Bhagavan says this is very difficult to understand this knowledge part. Jnana agama. Gama means I can understand. Adhigacchati means to know. It is very difficult to know, to understand knowledge part. And in this knowledge, many difficulties are there. Pratyuha means many obstacles, aneka. Sadhana kathina, very difficult means to attain Paramatma. Na man kahu teka, and there is no place where this mind can rest. There is no such place. If you see Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, it is actually Bhakti Yoga. There it is said that Jnana portion is difficult. Bhagavan says, ये त्वक्षरम निर्देशम अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरम अव्यक्तम. So those who do avyakta upasana, etvaksharama nirdesham avyaktam paryupasate, these people sanniyamendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva. Bhagavan is telling Jnani Mahatma will also attain me only. But what is the difference? Kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam adhikatarah kleshah tesham. These people, they are having more difficulty as far as Paramatma is concerned. Goal is concerned, Jnani, they are having very, very difficulty. Okay? This is 12th chapter. Adhikatarah, kleshodhikatarah means adhikah kleshah tesham. So it is sadhana kathina. Here I want to tell you. Naneshwar Maharaj gives the example that if you don't have teeth in your mouth and somebody gives you chana to eat, and that too of iron, something like iron ball, small iron ball, somebody gives you and you don't have teeth in your mouth, how difficult it would be. Same way, knowledge is very difficult. Jnana agama pratyuh aneka sadhana katinana mana kahu teka. Mind is continuously doing viveka. Jnana means what? You have to do atma anatma vivek all the time, shreyas preyas vivek all the time. It is very difficult. Your mind is continuously engaged in doing that viveka in the beginning. That is why na mana kahu teka, this mind cannot rest. There is no solid ground to rest this mind. Okay. Karata kashta bahu pavai kovu. This language is new to me. That is why words are not. I am not familiar with those words this much. ठीक है. Why this knowledge is actually difficult? Because Shravanam is difficult. Our Kathopanishad says this Atma Tattva is very rare to hear also. Shravanayapi bahubhiryona labhyah. Some people hear this. Shrunvantopi bahavo yamna vidyuhu. Having this heard also, some people don't understand. This is very rare because this Atma Tattva, knowledge part, is beyond sense organ. It is subtler than the subtlest. So it is very difficult to comprehend how that Brahma Tattva is. Whatever tangible things are there around us, we can easily understand, oh, this is mobile, I understood. But I cannot understand, oh, this is Brahma. Because Brahma is me, myself, Pratyak, not Parak. And on the top of that, it is not the Vishay, it is not object of our sense organ. Ashabdam asparsham arupa gandham avaccha. It is asparsha, ashabda, arupa. No sense organ can comprehend. Cognition of this Brahma is not possible through any sense organ. That is why sadhana kathina. It is very difficult and mind is continuously doing viveka. But do somebody goes here, means does somebody attain this Brahma Tattva through knowledge path. Karat kashta bahu pavai kou. Kou means very few people, rare people, they attain this knowledge. How? Karat kashta. So much kashta is there. Naneshwar Maharaj say, Viveka Shravana Kharpuse. And Naneshwar Maharaj say, Karata Jati Bhokase Buddhyadikanche. Your buddhi, your intellect become blunt as you go on comprehending different terminology, different tenets, concepts, paroksha jnana, aparoksha jnana, anandavapti, shokanash, many druda paroksha jnana, many terms, panchakosha, panchakosha vivek, shariratraya vivek, avasthatraya vivek, go on and on. And to recollect this is very difficult. To store this in mind, very difficult. It needs more satvikta. Whatever I talk in 50 minutes, it is very difficult to keep that in our mind. What to talk of knowledge part. But bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanvan mam prapadyate. After so many janmas, bahunam, you can take at least 3 janmas. Bahu means plural. Bahunam janmanam ante, at the end of many lives, that Jnani Mahatma, he attains me. 7th chapter, this sloka is. Bahu pavai ko, very few people attain this. But there is lot of hardships in that. 7th chapter, 3rd sloka says that मनुष्यानां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्वतः. Bhagavan says there are many people who will jump into the spirituality, but out of that kashchit, a rarest sadhaka will attain me. It is just to strengthen my topic. And Naneshwar Maharaj gives wonderful example. He says many warriors are there and they will fight for his king, and at the end they fought war, they won war. Then who will sit on throne? How many people will sit on throne? Only one person is going to sit on throne. Like that, many people jumps into spirituality, many people jumps on this jnana path, jnana marga, but rare person goes, like Naneshwar Maharaj, Tukaram Maharaj, Shankaracharya ji. This kind of different caliber, this kind of people, Santa Mahatma, they attain Paramatma through knowledge path. An important part Bhagavan is saying, Bhakti hina mohi priya nahi sohu. Bhakti hina mohi priya nahi sohu. Sohu. When you hear this, first thought is that if you don't do bhakti, God will not love you. When I read this, I thought in that way, but it is in different way. Bhakti hina mohi priya nahi sohu. Those people who are devoid of devotion, they will not get the love of Lord. Means Lord loves equally to all. But if you spare bhakti, if you keep aside that bhakti, then you will not have love of Lord. You will never understand how God is loving me. Corona is there, still I am alive. God is loving me. So, bhakti hina, devoid of bhakti, that person will fail to win my love. Okay, means Bhagwan is loving equally, but that person is not ready, he will lose that love. He will fail to attain Bhagwan's love. 3 stanzas are over. Next part is beautiful. Bhakti sutantra sakal sukh khani binu satsang na pavahi prani punya punja binu milahi na santa satasangati samsruti kar anta. What a powerful words. Samsara is there behind us, continuously torturing us. Samsara. If you want to end samsara, problems in your life, Santa Sangati, Santa Sangha will end that. You see how he is coming to point? Bhakti, whenever Bhakti topic comes, Santa Mahatmas are there. If you want to end your problems in your life, then Santa Sangati Samsruti Kar Anta. They will end your all problems in your life. Okay, but how will I meet with Santa Mahatma? Then Tulsidas ji say, Punya punja binu milahina santa. If you don't have merits, then you will not meet with Santa Mahatma. And bina satsanga na pavahi prani. And bhakti you will not get other than satsanga. Satsanga is the place where you will get bhakti. And if you get bhakti, you will receive my love, you will love me more, you will understand how God is loving me. And this bhakti is swatantra. It is sutantra means, two meanings we will take. But bhakti sutantra means it is independent. Generally it is said in Vedanta, bhakti you do, upasana you do, then you come to jnana portion. Jnana is the culminating part. Karma will culminate in bhakti, bhakti will culminate in knowledge. But here it is said, this is the nutanata of this grantha, bhakti sutantra. And this bhakti doesn't need anybody. It is independent. It will, if you do Lord Rama's bhakti, you will get moksha. Nobody can snatch that moksha from you. Definitely you will get. Bhakti has that much power. Bhakti is swatantra. And sutantra, tantra means a tool, a machine, a tool. It is sutantra, very well organized. Some tools are there, some machines are there, instruments. If you take it, they are very well formed, organized, structured. Same way Bhakti sutantra means one meaning is independent, another meaning is very well structured. Why? Sakala sukha khani. And here you will get all sukhams, not only Brahma sukham. Here you will get all kinds of sukham. There are many types of sukham, but sakala sukham means all sukhams, all joys, in happinesses, they are incorporated, included in sakala sukham. You will get all kinds of happiness if you do bhakti. How will I get bhakti? Binu satsangana pravahi prani. And without Santa Mahatma, you will not understand bhakti. Bhakti is sakala sukha khani. So Bhagavan is showing some defects in jnanam. Jnana agama, bahuta kathina. It is pratyuha aneka. In knowledge there are many problems, but in bhakti, no problems. You will receive my love. And bhakti is sakala sukha khani. It is the mine of all blessings. And bina satsanga, without Santa Mahatma, na pavahi prani. Bhakti you will not get unless you meet with Santa Mahatma. And bhakti means joy, joy and joy. Three entities are there in this world. One is God, another is Jiva, and third is Santa Mahatma. God, Ishvara, Jiva, Santa Mahatma. If you go to God, you will get Sukha and Dukkham. If you go to Jiva, you will get Dukkham and Dukkham. If you go to Santa Mahatma, if you shelter, if you take refuge in Santa Mahatma, you will get Sukham, Sukham and Sukham, because it is Sukha Khani. And very beautiful it is said, Punya Punja Binu Milahina Santa. If you don't have merits, abundant merits in your pocket, in your hand, you will not meet with Santa. You must meet with Santa Mahatma, because they are going to put an end to your miseries. They will put definitely end to your all problems. In any case, they will bring end to your all cycle of birth and death. So this portion we will think more on this portion, like how bhakti is swatantra. Tomorrow we will think that bhakti swatantra sakala sukha kani binu satsanga na pavahi prani. And how, if punya is there, you will meet santamatma. If papa is there, what will happen? How many types of sangatis are there, and why santa sangati is very much important, we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.